Welcome back, everyone. I am at you with another recipe. If you saw my video for the Martha Stewart biscuits, or you guessed what I was planning on making with this inside the skillet for Skillet, Cast Iron Skillet Wednesday. It's something like that it's called. I am going to attempt to make some sausage milk gravy for the biscuits. So I have sage sausage inside this pan that I'm just going to start. There's a little bit of bacon grease in here, so I'm just going to start breaking this down and cooking it up. And I'm going to try my first attempt at making some sausage gravy for biscuits. I don't know what they call it exactly. Sausage milk gravy, maybe? A lot of people say it's like a cowgirl or cowboy thing. You know, the Southerners love it. I've never really had it before. I'm trying a lot of different things I've never had before, like the collard green video. I've never had that before and I loved it. So I thought I would turn the camera on so that we can make the sausage milk gravy for the biscuits together. So a little bit of bacon fat in there, and I did a whole thing. I think it was Jimmy Dean's sage sausage. I like the sage sausage, the breakfast sausage. You could use it for stuffing as well too, but that's the one that I picked. I don't think it says breakfast sausage on it. It's just Jimmy Dean's sage sausage. So I just want to make sure that you guys can see that I have a little bit of bacon grease in there, and I'm just rendering down the sage sausage. I kind of want to put it in a good spot. So once this is fully cooked, a lot of people, you try to ask them for their recipe, they're so used to eyeballing it that they don't exactly have a recipe. So I'm going to kind of wing this myself. Just once all this is cooked and finally chopped up, then we're going to cook it down. I'm going to turn it down a little bit. We're going to cook it down with some flour. It could be a half a cup. It could be 1/4 a cup. As long as the sausage is fully coated with the flour. And, yeah. I think I watched Ree Drummond, the Pioneer Woman. I really like her. She uses whole milk in hers, and that's what I'm going to use in this. So I've done some research, and because I just really wanted to try it and see if I liked it. So I think I'm definitely going to go with the whole milk factor. This is just about all cooked up. I have it on like medium. Some people don't want the sausage all in their milk gravy, but I've seen some videos where they did it with just a little piece of like the ends, and they chopped it up just to give it a little flavor. Now I'm going to make the whole thing sausage milk gravy to go over the biscuits that I made, that you will see that video. This is just about cooked. So I'm going to go grab some flour so that we can start putting that in. So let me grab some flour. I'm just going to try to eyeball it. grabbed a 1/3 cup. Yeah, it's definitely a 1/3 cup. And if I need more, then I will just get it. So I guess we could say this is re-drumming from the Pioneer Woman's recipe. And now we have to cook it all up so all the sausage is covered in flour. And you want to cook it so literally you don't see any more of the flour. And the object, once you put your milk in, is to just constantly stir. It may seem a little thin. I'm thinking I may do just a little tiny bit more flour in that. Not quite 1/3 cup, even though that seemed like it was. It wasn't filled up all the way. Because once you add your liquids, you cannot add flour because it just won't cook right. It'll get lumpy and whatnot. We kind of want like a smooth gravy. So we're basically just going to cook this. Even if it starts sticking to your pan, no worries, because the milk will get all the yummies off the bottom. But you want to cook all the sausage till you don't see any white flour in here, lumps or anything like that. I didn't season it yet. I'm just focusing on cooking the flour down right now and chopping the sausage up smaller until I don't see any more flour. And that looks pretty good to me. And I'm just going to eyeball the milk. I think it's approximately not as much sausage that the Pioneer Woman used, but she said between 5 and 6 cups, but she had a humongous pan of sausage. So, what I'm going to do is I am going to just not use the right measuring cup. Just start adding in the milk. 1, 2, and let's see what it looks like on 3 cups of milk. Let me give that a stir. Quite a few amount of biscuits that I made. So that's 3 cups of milk. I think I'm going to go for 4. And let me see what that consistency looks like. Let me move this milk out of your way so that you can see. And I'm also going to switch spoons. I'm going to use this spatula. Take off any sausage that may be left behind. And basically, you're just going to stir this and keep stirring it until it starts getting thick, which could be a few minutes. So, have to kind of have a little bit of patience. But the sausage was finely diced. It's not humongous pieces. And if anyone's a pro at making this, leave me a comment down below and let me know how you think I did. Because I've never made sausage and gravy before to go over a biscuit. So because I didn't put any seasoning into this, I'm just going to give it a pinch of salt. And I'm not going to chinz on the black pepper. Lots of black pepper, folks. And now that it's starting to come up to a rolling boil, just keep stirring it. You'll know when it gets a little thicker. It'll also deglaze the bottom of the pan. If you wanted to make this a little spicy, I'm sure you could. You could put some cayenne pepper in this, or you could put some Creole seasoning in it. I'm just trying to do the Pioneer Woman's sausage gravy. I figured I picked Martha Stewart's biscuits. Why not do the Pioneer Woman's sausage gravy? You can already see how this is getting thicker. You want to make sure that it cooks down all that flour and get all the yummies off. So I did 4 cups. The Pioneer Woman, that recipe you can find. I will leave this recipe down below in the description, but she used 5 or 6 cups of milk. But her pan also looked way bigger with a lot more sausage. I'm really going to have to turn it down because it's starting to splash. Let me bring you in and let you see what this looks like. Some sausage milk gravy to go over some biscuits. Whoops, sorry guys. It would have helped if I was aiming correctly. So yeah, you basically just have to stand here and just keep stirring this while it thickens. I think it's getting the right consistency already. So let me turn that off. Reason being is because this cast iron holds the heat. The other trick is, you make a batch of this and not everybody's here to eat it right away. You can add some more milk into it just to thin it out a little bit if you want it a little bit more creamier. You just give it a splash and rewarm it up. I'm glad I turned my pan off because as you can see, it's not leaving it very liquidy. So what I'm thinking I might do is add a smidge more milk to this. Oh, I left the milk out. Smidge more milk because it thickened very quickly. And I would say that would probably make that 5 cups or 4.5. Pretty close to it. And now we're just going to mix it in. Turn the heat back on. You could use a whisk if you have to because you just put the cool milk in there. Just got to bring it back up to temp. But this is how you would thin it out or reheat it up. If your family's not all together all at once at the table. But let's taste it for this. Oops, just made a mess. Let's taste it for the seasoning. After I wipe that up. Always making a mess in the kitchen. Just want to check the consistency. I think it looks pretty yummy. If you hear barking, that's my dogs. They're outside. And I think the little one wants to come in. Let me grab a spoon and see what it tastes like. So that you can adjust the seasoning if need be. But as you can see, it doesn't take long to make at all. Okay, let's try it for the first time together. Hot. It's not bad. Not bad at all. So when I did the biscuit video, I said at the end, does anyone see what's in the cast iron. If you can guess what I'm making, leave a comment down below. This would be it. I'm making the Pioneer Woman's sausage gravy. She just used regular, I think it was breakfast sausage. I'm using sage sausage. So, we're going to turn that off. I do think that it needs a little bit more salt. That's why I waited till the end. Salting it up. And it needs more black pepper. I think anyway, so. They say this is a cowboy thing, a cowboy dish. I think it's a southern dish. It's a family dish. I think it's great for Sunday after church. It's a good little breakfast to put together. I had an aunt back in the day who used to make something like this, but left the, that's just my oven. I was warming up a biscuit. She would just make like a milk gravy out of whole sausage links. So, I don't know. Me personally, I've never ate this or tried it. I obviously have had biscuits before. I like biscuits. But I made the biscuits from scratch, Martha Stewart recipe. So I can surprise my son, who's been a great big help, my older son. I will do a video on what I'm referring to later. But he's been a great big help to his mom. He's definitely supposed to come over, so I wanted to make him a little bit of a southerner, or a country, whatever you want to call it, breakfast with biscuits and sausage gravy. To show him how much I love him and appreciate all of his help. That would be my son that's usually sometimes in the videos. That would be my son, Johnny. So, hit the like buttons to show some love. Please don't forget to subscribe. And I think this is done. That was pretty easy, guys. Even for me, who's never made it before. I'll show you what it looks like. There is the sausage gravy. I think it's the right consistency. Everything looks good. And now I'm going to plate it up. So let me get a biscuit out of the oven that I was warming up. But first, let me get a plate. I'm just going to use a paper plate. Don't judge. It's less dishes. What biscuit? Let's go for this biscuit right here. Maybe I should use a regular dish. You know what? I think I will. Because I think the milk gravy might make the plate a little weak. So we're going to give ourselves a biscuit. And I'm going to put this so you can see me plate it up. Hopefully you guys can see that's the biscuit. Let me pull it back a little bit. There you go. Trying to see if I'm going to need a knife for the biscuit or not. Probably not, but if you didn't see the video on the biscuits, I just cut that so wrong. Here's the inside of the biscuit. Look at it. Let me try a piece. Okay. Now, I think you just ladle it right over the top of the biscuit. And there you have it. Biscuits and sausage and gravy. I think they call it gravy. Look at that. Under the light. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Let me grab a fork. The stove is off, even though that is still bubbling. Just that my cast iron stays hot for quite some time. So, and it cleaned up the bottom. So let me get a fork and taste test this and see what I think. Okay, going in for a piece. Some people say they just dip their biscuits right into it, into the milk gravy. Okay, that's a pretty big piece. You can see that. I'm not trying to scald my mouth out. Wow. Not sure if I have to bend down. She comes absolutely amazing. I'm still chewing. Who knew that that would be so good? What I've been missing out on for years. There you have it, guys. Let me finish chewing. That is delish. Absolutely. I would definitely recommend it. This is the Pioneer Woman's sausage milk gravy. So this is that recipe. And it was to go over the biscuits that I made that were by Martha Stewart. You can use your own biscuits, your own recipe. I just chose to step outside the box and try someone else's recipes, meaning Martha Stewart for her biscuits, which you'll see that in a previous video, and the Pioneer Woman, who I love. I wanted to try her sausage milk gravy, and it is amazing. No wonder why people say they can stick a spoon in that and eat it. Very, very good. I hope you guys enjoyed these two videos that I have put out, which is the biscuits by Martha Stewart and this is the sage sausage milk gravy to go over the biscuits, but I kind of got some of this off of the Pioneer Woman, so I would call this the Pioneer Woman version of the sausage and milk gravy. And amazing, absolutely amazing. I think I should have been born a Southerner. Tastes amazing, looks good. Let me just take that. I just took these with me to take a picture for Instagram. Well, there you have it, guys. Another quick video. This time it was for the sausage milk gravy. And if you saw the previous video on the Martha Stewart biscuits, feel free to make them. Feel free to make your own biscuits. Or if you're like me and have never tried biscuits and gravy before, I hope that you give this a try. Thank you guys for joining me. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. There will still be amazing content coming out on cooking and gardening. And there will be a major announcement coming very soon to the channel. I'll have to do a sit down and we'll have to have a chit chat. But on that note, I love you guys. God bless you. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Please give it a try. If you're new here, hi. And if you're just stopping by, please subscribe. Welcome to the channel. Smash the like button. And until next time, I bless you. And yeah, I think I'm going to eat that whole plate. Okay, guys. God bless you, and I will see you on the next video.